Okay, so, so I'm Heather Corbet, and I'm an occupational therapist and also a medium and spiritual advisor. And this is Eleni, and we have been, I think we've known each other over a year, and we've done 7 or 8 different brain spotting sessions. And Eleni has been so open to be able to share this, and basically because of how much has shifted for you, right? So do you want to share just a little bit more about yourself and what has helped you?
Okay. Sure. Hi, I'm Eleni. I am what some people would call a truth teacher. I teach metaphysical science and create programs to help people shatter limits in their lives. And it's actually through working with Heather that I've discovered so much more about my divine purpose, because I believe that by tackling things in your subconscious, blocks from your childhood, different traumas stuck in your energy, you can move forward, and then more is revealed to you. And that's what's happened with me. Every time that we've worked on a brain spot, and I feel like I've conquered something that was limiting me in some kind of way, like more was revealed with my purpose, and everything's just kind of evolved and unfolded beautifully and divinely in my life. And that's why I love this work. It's, you know, something will come to me where I realize, you know what, I might have something going on there. I'm a survivor of childhood trauma, sexual trauma, physical abuse, abusive relationships. And I always knew that, you know, praying the right way, and I'm an energy worker as well. I do Reiki, I help people with this sort of thing. But there were things that it felt like no matter how much praying and Reiki and different crystals I carried, and it was still there subconsciously, deep down inside. Like I knew I had all the tools to be this powerful creator, and I would get so far, but there would be something that would hold me back. And I'm like, there's something in there that I'm not aware of. And doing this work, I mean, we've found blocks on worthiness from my childhood. I grew up in a home where scarcity and lack were issues at times, and that created, you know, subconscious blocks to being able to receive abundance. And within a day of tackling that one, I came into manifestations of unexpected money, windfalls of large sums of money. You know, these are my experiences. These are my real experiences. And I remember I couldn't wait to reach out to you and tell you that you were not going to believe what happened. But there's conditioned beliefs that are not of our doing, and then they're just fed repeatedly throughout our lives, and we're not even aware they're there. So brain spotting's been just instrumental in helping me locate them.
Beautiful. Beautifully said. Thank you. So articulate, and just being able to just share the journey, you know, and it's absolutely incredible to hear you articulate it and to witness how quickly things shift with you. Like with that manifestation, I was like, whoa, that's big stuff, right? So absolutely beautiful. Thank you for sharing yourself, and also just thank you for sharing with others, you know, the benefits. And I just love to be able to get this out there just so more people can heal.
That's what we do, right? Like in our own, you do it with your gifts, and my principles are the same. Everybody deserves, it's our birthright to be happy, healthy, abundant, to be loved. That is your right by birth. And I do believe that people like us, we come and we want to share that with people, help them get free. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I can feel you, and I love it, because I felt that same elation that you were feeling as you were sharing that. And I could just feel it, and I was witnessing it with your physiological system as well. I was just like, oh, she's right there. So just to get everybody up to speed, we talked before we hit recorded what we wanted to work on. We were able to find a few different brain spots. There's times that we use multiple brain spots for the stuff that you're needing. And then we also were able to come up with a SUDs level, which is a level of where you are activated right now. So do you want to share just a little bit about that, just to get people up to speed?
Okay, so I am a recovered food addict. I had an eating disorder when I was in my teenage years, but I noticed I still have tendencies to be critical of my human form, my meat suit. Sometimes I'm hard on my body. I look at it in a critical manner instead of a loving manner. And I'd like to know where that comes from, why that pops up, or where the brain spot is, so that what the beautiful thing about this is, once you know where the spot is and where I'll call it my safe angel place, I know where the healing is for it. I can continue to do the work even post session. And that's how this has worked for me. A couple times sitting in meditation, just visiting those spots, and I was able to knock the other ones out. So, I'd say with the self-critical behavior or self-critical thoughts, I've been changing the way that I ask or write and pray and denying it. So at this time, I would say a 5. I would say a 5 for the self-critical. We also talked about an underlying fear of success. Not quite sure where that comes from. But I do know that I have some amazing opportunities ahead of me right now. And there's this almost anxiety that popped up in me. And I didn't intend on bringing this up in today's session, but I was guided and did some subconscious work on it. And that's what I was told to address. And that's at an 8 today.
Thank you for bringing that forward. Yeah. And so we were also able to find, we have one spot that's above you, that's activation, which seems to be the fear of success, right? There you are. And then also you were able to find an ideal, which seemed to be off to your right. Do you want to go ahead and look to your right? There you are. You feel it there, where it's almost like the ideal manifestation. Go ahead.
You're right, my first chakra.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
There.
Okay, so we're getting something.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's happening already. I love our sessions. And so, and always know you can always come back here to the present moment. If other spots come up, that's great. We've also done some what's known as parts work. So little Eleni comes online, and so we're able to talk to her. So if she wants to show up, we'll do that.
Yeah, if I look to my left, that's where my angels are. So I go to them a lot.
Yeah, perfect. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to tune in even more. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's go up to the fear of success. We're going to go there first, okay? And just know I'm here, and whatever's coming up for you, I'm right here.
Okay. Not good enough.
Okay.
Fear of failure. Big dreams in the past. These are just words I'm hearing right now. And I'm like seeing flashes of opportunities that were massive and right there. Like I was right there. Oh, I feel this in my heart and in my throat. Opportunities that were right there. And it feels like, why won't this one be like that? Why is this different?
Yeah.
Fear of being let down, maybe, would be a fear of disappointment.
Yeah, and that makes a lot of sense, right? Just based on what you've been through.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've had, I'm going to look at that spot and talk about it. So, you know, I had an amazing corporate career, speaking on stages all over the country, and it looked like it was going to get a lot bigger. And there were some shifts within the company, and that opportunity changed. And then that looked like it was going to be a really cool opportunity, and then it changed. And I guess I'm feeling like, and I'm hearing them, I have to look up.
Go for it, girl.
It was just a shift. It was just a shift. You're overthinking it. They're telling me I'm overthinking it. Okay. You know, it's always interesting to me that I can feel these things in like organs in my body. Like when we do this work, I feel it. What organ this is? Whatever's down on my left. I'm feeling something.
Good.
It could be liver. I don't know. But I feel like they're just showing me like, that was okay. You weren't ready. You weren't ready then. You're ready now. Like, don't look back. I'm just hearing eyes forward.
Perfect.
Don't look back. So anyone who's watching, I'm going between the two spots because that's how I process it. It helps me. I get guidance. Wow, that's cool. Now it looks like, you know what it looks like now? It's just a long, like a desert highway, but it's just gold. Like gold instead of sand. Just like that Route 66. It's just like a never ending. I can see like canyons beyond it, but it's golden. And like, it feels good. It doesn't feel bad anymore. Ooh, it feels good. That
So
spot
take
doesn't feel
it
scary.
in. Take it in. Bring it all the way in. All the way in. There you go.
It feels exciting.
Good.
It feels
Good.
exciting.
Good. 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 Good.
Like I want to be in a convertible.
Right. Good. Good. And just take it all the way in. You know, you can hang out there and just bring it all the way in, into your system, into your bones, into your organs. Bring it in.
Heather, I feel tingles all over my whole body. I don't know if I've ever had this experience in our sessions.
Okay.
And for anyone, I just want to communicate like for anyone who's watching was like, what the heck was that? What just happened? So when I first started to look ahead here, it made me feel anxious when I first started to talk to you guys about that. When I went to my safe place of the angels, I call that my safe place. When I went up there, they were like talking to me and they changed what it looked like right before me. And it literally in seconds went from feeling anxious to feeling very exciting. And I'm looking there right now and it feels like an open possibility. It doesn't have the same energy it had 2 minutes ago.
Before, yeah, absolutely. And what's happening too, if you think about it, we have 1 to 4 quadrillion synaptic connections. So you had an anxious spot, and then you were able to make a connection, you know, with an ability to be able to change and shift and being with your angels. So then that gets to shift, and then those neural pathways get to reroute themselves or go around or make new connections. So it's beautiful to be able to witness that as we're going, and also just that brain body connection. So, you know, your brain is giving you information to your body, the tingles, the, you know, I'm feeling a sense of elation. You might be feeling something else, but just with us being in tune with each other and both of us being intuitive, and Brainspotting would call it that we're sharing our neurobiology. You know, I'm able to feel what you're feeling. And so it's neat to be able to be there with you, and also just to be able to support you with that. If I'm feeling what you're feeling and you're feeling this elation, I was getting chills earlier, so I knew you were getting something, and then you said tingles, then I can support you in that, and I can help you to raise up into that, if that makes sense, you know. And I
Yeah.
don't know if I described this before, but that's called the relational attunement. So we're relationally attuned. So it's beautiful to witness that. And so that shift, and then you took it all the way in. So what's interesting too, just my own experiences, because I mean, we've done, you know, different sessions together, and obviously people know I'm a medium and spiritual advisor, but as I'm talking, your aura is getting brighter, or as I've been witnessing your aura is getting brighter, I'm seeing a lot of sparkles over here, which is my sign for the archangels. So I know that they're present with you. So it's beautiful to be able to witness and how far forward you can go. And so just for our own sake, can you look at that spot again and just go back to that fear of success? Let's just see what's going on there.
I think the better verbiage now that we've dove in is fear of disappointment. I'm not afraid to be the woman I know that I am destined to be. I think it was more like of putting myself out there and being disappointed, getting so excited, because I am a woman. When I believe, you know, when I see something, I see it. So it was like, I think more a fear of disappointment, of not attaining that success that I know is mine by divine right. And I'm at that spot again, and I'm talking about it, and it feels like I'm talking about the past. It doesn't feel like I'm talking about now. It feels like I'm telling you a story about the way I used to feel.
Okay. Can you tell me a little bit more about how you used to feel? Can we go there for just a second?
So I think I used to feel, and I didn't even realize it was still present. I think I had come close a few times and felt that disappointment of, you know, really being built up and other people being excited for me and creating all this energy in the circle of people around me, and just in my own mind and my own visions. I was nowhere near where I am now, though, my spiritual practice and the understanding of the laws of the universe and how they work. So would I have been able to handle it then? Would I have taken it where it needed to go? I'm not really so sure. You know what? I had blocks of lack still at those times. None of this other stuff was addressed. So they're like, I'm feeling.
Go for it. Yeah.
Of course, they're like showing me. They have sunglasses on. Haha. Shades. The angels like to be playful with me. Yeah. So they're showing me like, of course, now's the time. The work is done. The work is done. Like the fear of lack and scarcity, those days, like I don't have to be afraid of the lights getting shut off. Like that's just not, I don't live in that world anymore. I don't play there. So like I used to, even in those times when I was, you know, on the brink of very big things and doing very well, I still was in my mind constantly manipulating the money around. How was I going to do this? And I was always, I'd found myself often in predicaments, financially in predicaments, even though I shouldn't have been. But that was because of those spots and that thinking was attracting those kinds of things to me. But I think differently now. So I wasn't ready then, but now I think differently. We've handled brain spots, and I think in a completely different manner than I did at that time, as far as the power of my thoughts. So I'm just feeling like they're just like, yeah, now's the time. I feel like the word no brain, the words no brainer keeps popping up. No brainer.
I love it.
No brainer. I'm like, okay, all right.
And that's beautiful, like, you know, being in your energy with this too, just that you're here now and being able to be here now and being able to witness that you're not back there. And I feel like you were able to bring yourself to the present, bring yourself right here, and just utilize the archangels, the angels as your, you know, we would call it a resource spot. So being able to use that spot to bring in that information and bring in that clarity. And it's beautiful to witness you there, like the insights that you're bringing forward that you weren't ready back then. You know, you didn't have all the tools that you have now, or you didn't have all the insights that you have now. And what's beautiful too, as you came forward into this time together, was just that you know and you knew that you needed to overcome something, you know. And so with that, just kind of bringing this forward and you being in tune with this, like, wow, okay, I need to overcome that to be here right now. You know, does that make sense? Does that resonate?
It totally makes sense. And just like I had no idea we were even going to be getting into this today, but the divine timing of it all, it's like, I'm so glad we did. Now we can really rock and roll. So I'm not getting caught up in anxiety because of this former feeling of disappointment. And I'm looking at this beautiful open road. I'm looking at beautiful open road, and I'm hearing loud and clear that it's, I am, not I was, Eleni. I am, not I was. So I am.
That's beautiful.
The wases are gone.
Like,
the wases are gone. The wases have left the building. Right? You know, so.
I love working with you. I love it. Yes, they have left the building. Yes, absolutely.
I'm just so glad we did this, like today of all days. It was just, I got that great news yesterday. I was fired up. And then today I sat down to work on some stuff, and I felt like anxious. And I was like, what is this? And I prayed and I meditated for a while, and it was like, and I was thinking, fear of success. Like, what is this? And it's just so divine that we handled this today. Now I can really hit the highway. Like that's what I'm calling it now, the highway. This whole experience just really changed my perception of this. So yeah.
That's beautiful too. And as you were talking about divine, you know, timing, and also just the law of attraction and manifestation. And I love that too, because with that, just recognizing that we can bring whatever we're wanting here now. It can happen right now. And I feel like you're doing that. So I just want to, just for people that would be watching, I just want us to go ahead and have you go back to that spot one more time and just check in with the SUDs level or the number and see where we're at.
0.
Wow.
Feel
Wow.
fearless.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how else. I'm looking at it and like, I don't know if you could tell by the look on my face, but 0.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think about saying 1. It doesn't even.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this was a good one. This was a good one.
Yeah.
We
And this is
that, huh?
Yeah. I love it. I love it. And then now we're going to look at the possibilities, and that's called expansion brain spotting or expansive brain spotting. Okay. So then when we can put a number on that, we can do 0 to infinity. So it's almost like how much of possibility do you feel inside you? You know, so we can use that same spot. You can use, now it's turned into the, I think you said the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I'm hearing that Life is a Highway song. That's so funny.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I just feel limitless. I really couldn't put a number on it. I feel limitless.
Perfect.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
Go big.
I don't want to.
Perfect.
You know why I think this process went so quickly for us this time? I think because of all the other work that we've done.
Yeah.
Like we've already so many limits. Like this brain spotting, and I think because I'm so in tune right now with universal laws and just the understanding of how it all works, that I know that my vibration is creating my reality. So I'm very intentional with what I think, what I feel, what I speak, and being that way, I think I was very quick to get the guidance and feel the response.
That feels so good. Keep going.
You know what I mean? Like that, just being in the moment. When you, with this work, it's just, I found for myself, it's very important to be in the moment, to be to be here, you know?
That's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely, to be here. And so I'm curious if you feel good about being able to go to that ideal spot that we found earlier and be able to just share more about what your ideal is. What does your ideal life look like?
My ideal life, I'll describe it through emotions.
Perfect.
My ideal life is confidence, freedom, like, you know, just situational type things. So freedom. When I think of the level of success that I wish to attain, I feel complete financial freedom, the ability to be generous whenever I want, how much I want, to help people and restore hope in people. My ideal life is, you know, a piece of nature that's all mine, that has a lake, a place that I want to pray every day and just be with God. I help people all over the world know the truth of their own power. That's my ideal, and that's the value I get to add to the world. That's my place, and I live a comfortable life, just happy and with loving people around me, and I know who those people are. That's good. Yeah, it's good.
Perfect.
It feels good. That place feels good. I like that place. I like that place that we found today. I like it there.
Mm-hmm.
The idea.
And with the ideal, then, how possible is it? And if you need to look at it again, go for it.
How possible is it? It's like here. It's like there. It's here. It
Yeah.
already is.
Yeah.
It's already, right?
Mm-hmm.
We thought it, therefore be. All things start at the level. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. You know,
Go for it.
thing about thoughts and reality, it's like water and an ice cube. They're both there, right? They're just in different forms. So it's just a matter of taking that water and it, you know, going into an ice cube form so I can touch it. And
That feels so good. I love it. So we're going to keep going, and I'm just going to probably bring some other forms of brain spotting that maybe we haven't done, just because I want to really get exactly where we want to go. And so earlier you had talked about the self-critic, and I know we had a number 5 on there. When we were talking before, it seemed like that spot was like right in front. Okay. And then I think you had brought up, you know, previous relationships and that kind of thing. So let's just tune in there and see where it's at. And it may have helped to do the other ones first, but let's just see where you're at.
Yeah. So um, with my feelings, I think I found the spot. With my
Perfect.
feelings about my body, I can be hard on it. Like it's like I start to pick it apart, and I don't know exactly why. But I did have a realization within the last week, working on some of my work for my business, that my self-critical thought process in the past has actually manifested critical people in my life, and I don't welcome that anymore. And I don't want to invite that into my space. So that's my reason for wanting to work on that, is that I don't want people criticizing me. So why should I criticize me, my human body? There's nothing wrong with it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful gift from God. I'm healthy. And trying to find just a deeper level of appreciation for it. For me, it pops up if I feel full. It's an uncomfortable feeling for me. A feeling that tends to make me anxious. Then I start picking myself apart and getting in my head too much. I don't know if it relates to other areas of my life as to when I get critical.
Okay. And I think we had shared a little bit prior to that you were noticing some of those who you were attracting to you were in those times that you were having a harder time with your body.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 It was like this awesome realization, because again, when I'm talking about being a deliberate creator, it's once you're aware that you draw things in your life and you become accountable for the circumstances in your life because of the energy you're outputting. I'm not saying I was a bad, negative person. I'm a positive, loving person, but I was hard, critical, and abusive to myself. I was abusing my body through food abuse and exercise abuse. And I was critical of the way it looked. I was hard on myself. So I attracted men who were narcissistic or critical, picking me apart all the time. Well, I was picking me apart all the time. I was giving the go for that to be sent to me, saying that that's acceptable in my space, which is why I'd like to kind of, if it's lingering there, I do not wish to accept that in my energy. It doesn't belong here.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, I'm thinking we can go to your ideal spot, or what are you thinking? Or is there a spot that you want to go in order to assist you to further
Would
cleanse?
you mind want to do the,
For
yeah,
sure.
that for this one?
Absolutely. Perfect. I love it too, just how in tune you are as well, because I felt for us to go there,
Yeah,
and so I
you
was
know what? I
back
like,
a little bit. You
yeah,
do
not
you.
like a
Where you at?
spot. Yeah, let's,
Perfect. Yep. Let's just sweep it out. So is this at your eye level? I just want to make sure like the pointer's
yeah.
at your eye level.
Mhm.
Okay. So now this is where I am going to be watching you.
Okay, and I just talk about it.
Yep. Wherever I've stopped, you can just share whatever you're experiencing. If you're experiencing anything, go ahead.
Okay. I want to feel love and acceptance for my human form. It's such a gift. I have great health. I was blessed with amazing health, and I know that holding on to issues with my body, they're illusions, and they're in my head. There's nothing wrong with the way I look. I am good enough. I am good enough. That's what I'm hearing. I'm good enough. You're good enough. You don't give yourself enough credit. I'm hearing you don't give yourself enough credit. So I think angels are speaking to me now or through me. They're telling me to, I feel like I'm being shown to look in a mirror in a real way, not in that way. Look in the mirror in a real way,
In a real way.
in a real way. Feeling love, hearing the word love, like love it. I'm seeing myself oddly putting lotion on myself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Hearing forgiveness. Wow, you know, I had a flash of this earlier today. When I was a young girl, I was a little overweight, and kids made fun of me a lot. And I'm hearing that I need to forgive them all. I didn't realize I held a resentment, but it might be maybe some sort of energetic work I need to do. You know, I've thought, you think sometimes when you do like all forgiving type work that you get everybody, but I guess sometimes there's specifics you need to go back and visit to forgive all those kids that made me feel so bad. They're so funny. I hear you would be a success with 10 pounds on you or 10 pounds off you. You would be, it's not going to block you from your dreams. So just knock it off. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's an illusion. I'm feeling like, I feel a lot of peace right now. Like it's all an illusion. It's all an illusion.
For sure.
Change the way you pray. So for me, if anyone's watching this, it means I know how to pray in a certain way, or I like to pray in a certain way, giving thanks before the complete seeing of something. So perhaps thanking Father for helping me to love and appreciate my body. I started to shift a little bit, but maybe keeping up on that, maybe do some writing on it.
There you go.
We're all perfect in God's mind. We're all and just feeling it like a kind of a oneness with you, a oneness with everyone watching, a oneness with just everyone. It's like, if we're all one with the Creator, then we're all already kind of perfect, right? We're perfect as we are. It's just an acceptance. I just feel time to let it go. I'm just feeling like they're showing me like a release, like writing it down and just ripping it up. That's funny. I am not I was. I just said it again. I am not I was. That's the was. That is the was.
There you are. Good.
Wow. There's one. It's okay to think that you're beautiful. That's kind of a weird one, right? Like it's okay to think that you're beautiful. And I'm not feeling that in a vain way, like not in an egocentric kind of a way, but it's okay to love yourself. You should love yourself. But I feel like we're taught and conditioned that, like, in certain ways, that it's like wrong to love yourself or to think that you're beautiful. But yet then when everyone's an adult, we're telling them that you should love yourself and think that you're beautiful, but we're like conditioned not to as children. I feel this calling just to trust the path. We wouldn't lead you astray. Trust the path. There's no reason to digress back to old patterns or old things that you know are negative and inviting negative space. You know, I'm going to delve a little bit into my love life when we talk right now. I haven't felt critical of my body in my relationships with Paul. Like, I've been very comfortable in my body, my skin. And he's not going to fail me, and there's no need for me to start being critical now after all this time. He likes me as I am.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling deserve love. You deserve love. And that means for me too.
Absolutely.
It's so strange. I can feel pressure going out of my, it's like right here right now. It's like it moved across my head. That's strange.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just hearing correspondence. As without, so within, as within, so without. Yeah, I'm ready.
You are ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel myself being washed in like warmth. Very serene. I feel very serene right now.
Let that all the way in, girl. All the way in.
Hearing the words goodbye yesterday. I feel like I'm watching the closing credits of a movie. Like an ending of something, but a good ending.
You were there.
Bye.
You okay if I take the pointer down? It's off the
Yeah, I'm
anyway.
good. I feel good.
Lenny, that was amazing. How are you doing? Where are you at?
I feel very clean. I feel calm. Y'all probably notice my energy just kind of, I'm not sad. I just feel very reflective, very peaceful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel good.
Awesome. And then if we check back in with the SUDS level of self-critic, where are we at with that?
Probably a 1. I'm going to say a 1 just because I think You have to be an ultimate spiritual perfection if you don't ever feel a little bit self-critical.
Say it like it is, girl. Say it like
I
it
just
is.
put myself in there. My hair is so greasy.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, thank
No,
you.
so I'm only going to say one just for room for wiggle air.
There you go. Hey, well, beautiful. Well, thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for sharing
You're welcome.
yourself with this. And
Yeah, I'm
I'm
happy. I just think this is such a powerful tool that not a lot of people know about. I mean, I didn't know about it until you and I had done some spiritual sessions and you mentioned it, and
Mhm,
it just felt like the right thing. It's something, I forget how it came up. A situation happened, and I was like, I think I need that brain spotting. And
mhm.
it really is a tremendous tool at shattering self-limiting beliefs and old patterns for me. So I want that for everybody. I do. I want that for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like with that too, just being able to share this so that everyone can have this, so everyone can come to this, some of the words you used was like oneness, be able to come there where we're able to be in tune with God, with spirit, be able to see ourselves as perfect through those eyes, through that
Yeah.
perception, that lens, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel
God
like
mistakes, right? He doesn't make mistakes, so there's nothing about us that's a mistake or not right. God can't fail, so therefore we can't fail. We only fail if we let our thoughts, and that's the only illusion is what we're thinking.
that's beautiful. Well, lady, thank you so much. Just thank you for sharing
You're
your
welcome.
stuff. And it was beautiful. Let me go ahead and
Oh,
yes. Oh, close us up with prayer as we typically do. It's funny because, sorry, I just saw in my hair, I saw like the Jesus fish, right? And Jesus has come through with some of our sessions as well.
yeah.
So it's funny. I don't know if we can see that on the replay. I was like, there's like the little fish on my shoulder. So I'm feeling he's here as well. So, mwah. Okay.
Always.
Go. Father, Mother, God, thank you so much for allowing for this beautiful soul before me and my paths to cross. Please allow her to be able to step forward on her path, on her journey, and allow her to have confidence, allow her to have clarity, allow her to be able to know that she is able to do anything that she is putting her mind to. Allow her to know that all of her dreams are coming true, and allow her to know that abundance is coming forward in droves. Allow her to know that anything that she is desiring is coming true right now. Allow her to be able to continue feeling, sensing, and being in this new state of being, and allow her to know that she is fully supported here on earth and by spirit. We ask all of this in the highest light and love and blessings of all. Amen.
Amen.